I am live. We already have one person in. Hey guys, welcome to another live stream. We're going to talk about the AFC East. The last division I got to talk about before the draft. We talked about other 7 divisions already. We never talked about the AFC East. And it is the last division that we're talking about. So here we go. In the AFC East, the teams are Buffalo Bills, New York Jets, New England Patriots, and the Miami Dolphins. We are going to start with the New York Jets. The New York Jets didn't do that much in free agency this year, but they did let go of some players. They released their main receiver, Jamison Crowder. So Jamison Crowder is not there anymore. And they're going into the season with a second-year quarterback, Wilson. He didn't show me that much last year. He's still a young quarterback, so maybe if you give him any more weapons, it might help. And there is a rumor out there that the New York Jets try to get Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill picked the Miami Dolphins, and now there's a rumor that the New York Jets are interested in bringing in Deebo Samuel from the San Francisco 49ers in a trade. They do hold 2 number 1 picks tomorrow. And I believe they had the number 4 overall pick and the 10th overall pick. So I know there's no way that they're gonna give up the 4th overall pick for Deebo Samuels, because I think that's way too much for Deebo Samuel. But there is a chance they might give up the 10th overall pick, number 10, for Deebo. And I still think that is a little too much for Deebo. Because the problem with Deebo is he doesn't like San Francisco because they use him as a running back and a receiver. And any team that trades for him, they want to use Deebo as a running back and a receiver because that's where he made his money. Because before last season, Deebo didn't do anything that much. His 3 years in the league, and last year was his 4th year, and that was the only one good year he had. Because they did make him in the running back and a receiver. So say hi. Say hi. There you go. My niece made an appearance, guys. She is leaving. Back to the Jets, though. This New York Jets team, they could be a good team if they do get. I mean, they need a lot of help. they need a line help. I like the receivers that they drafted last draft, and potentially if they add Deebo Samuels, Wilson might have a great weapons to throw to. But they do need to get a tight end, and they need an offensive line, and they do need a running back. Their defense is iffy. They need help on the defensive side of the ball first, but I believe the New York Jets are on the rise in that division. The next team in that division are the New England Patriots. And yeah, there is a lot of things to say about the New England Patriots. Last offseason, they spent money left and right in bringing in free agents. But this year in free agency, they have not done nothing. Well, they did trade a third-round pick to bring in Parker, the receiver from the Miami Dolphins. And they're going into the second year of Mac Jones. And Mac Jones played pretty good at the beginning of the season last year. But after the beginning of the season, it was a roller coaster. He was up and down, up and down, up and down. But they do have 3 good running backs. They have a great offensive line. They have great 2 tight ends in Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry. But I believe they need receivers also. They have good receivers in this draft. Now going on to the defensive side of the ball, they were pretty good last year on defense. But this offseason, they did lose a big key piece to their defense, and that was their cornerback. I forgot his first name, but his last name was Jackson. He signed a big, huge contract with the San Diego Chargers. So now they have a hole at the cornerback position. And I believe maybe they address that in the draft. Maybe not in the first round, but maybe in like second or third round. But there are some good corners and safeties out there, and there's good values in the second or third round for secondary help. And there is a rumor that they might be bringing in the Honey Badger, but it's just a rumor. But this team should be okay next year. Should be. But they did lose their offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniel. Josh McDaniel is the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders now. So there's a big hole to fill as the offensive coordinator. But I believe that Bill Belichick can find some good young offensive coordinator to help Mac Jones out. Because that was the key. And that's it for the Patriots. And now we're going to go to the Miami Dolphins. Before Deshaun Watson signed with the Browns, I thought the Miami Dolphins were the dark horse in the Deshaun Watson trade, but it didn't happen. So now they are rolling with Tua, and this will be his second year in that offense, and he had a great year with Weddle, the rookie receiver last year. He's going into his second year also, and they re-signed the tight end to a long deal, so his tight end is there, and they added Tyreek Hill to the mix. So Tua has two fast receivers, but my opinion, Tua is not a great deep ball thrower. I mean, I don't think he can throw the deep ball, but isn't that why you go out and get Tyreek Hill to take the top off of the defense? But what's the use of taking the top off the defense if your quarterback can't get the ball downfield? So it's going to be very interesting to see how Tua's going to look with Tyreek Hill. And on defense, they're stacked, man. The Dolphins' defense is stacked. They're one of the top defenses in the league last year. But they did lose Xavier Rhodes, their corner. So I think that's a big hole to fill. But yeah, they need to address that cornerback position. But I'm sure they will. But the Dolphins only have 4 picks in this draft. 4 picks because they traded a whole lot of picks to get Tyreek Hill. Was it worth it? I don't know. We got to see what happens next season to see if it was a good idea to trade all those picks, or was it a bad idea to keep all those, or not to keep it. But yeah. Hey, then, Kiss, what is up? How you doing? The last team we're talking about is the Buffalo Bills. What a heartbreaking end to a season. I mean, that AFC Championship game was wild. It was Mahomes versus Josh Allen, and they were going at it with each other, touchdown for touchdown. And at the end, Mahomes came out with the victory. Man, that was heartbreaking. But in this offseason, they did not do that much in free agency. I mean, they let go of Cole Beasley, but they still have Gabriel Davis, which I like as a receiver. They gave a new contract to Stephon Diggs. That's huge. That's a huge one. And on defense, it's all the same players coming back, except one. Their the free agent that they signed, Von Miller. Von Miller signed a big contract after the Super Bowl. Was it worth it? I gotta say the same thing. We gotta see how Von Miller is gonna be used in that defense, and Von Miller is up there in age, so you gotta think about the age factor on that. But this team doesn't need to get a running back in the draft. Because Zach Moss is not the main guy. I forgot the other guy, but he's not the answer either. They need to get a great running back. And there are some running backs in this draft. So, yeah, guys. My niece is back. Hi.
Okay.
You can come in later. I'm almost done. Yeah, guys. So, yeah. But they do need to get. They need to get a running back. They need to get a power running back. Like, they did have a power running back about 5 years ago. I think it was Marshawn Lynch was the last power running back they had, and that made that team awesome. So my prediction in this division is Buffalo Bills are going to be the top dog in the division again. By default, I think the New England Patriots might be second place in that division. And then in third place might be the Miami Dolphins. And the last place in that division is going to be the New York Jets. I'm sorry to tell this Jets fan base, it's going to be a couple of years until this team is going to get better. I mean, this team has a lot of holes in it. But yeah, that's it for today. I would love to hear what you guys think about this division. If you're a fan of any of these teams in this division, I would love to hear input. So if you have any questions or any input, please write it in the comment section, and I'll get right back to you as soon as I can. And tomorrow is the draft, start of the 2022 draft. All the first round picks are going to be picked tomorrow, and I am doing a live stream on the draft. Who each team picks, if there's any trades going on, all that. I'll be on here 15 minutes before the draft starts, so I can get some people ready to come in before the draft starts. And yeah, let's just hang out, talk about the draft, talk about all the players that which team gonna pick what guy or what positions, all that good stuff. Anyway, guys, I had a lot of fun talking with you guys today. And I just want to say, if you're not a subscriber, please push that red button. And if you are, please push that like button. Because more likes I get, YouTube algorithm makes my channel easier to find. But yeah, guys, I will see you tomorrow for the NFL draft. I live for the draft. I love the draft. I really do. But anyway, guys, it's been fun. I had a blast. Well, I always have a blast with you guys, so like I always end the video is, I will see you next time, and you have a great day. Alright, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Peace.